Hi class, I wanted to put out a short video with some information about the homework assignments and how I'm grading them and just some kind of tips and tricks for the homework. So I have started grading the homework. I am very enthused, by the way, that so many of you got such a jump on the homework. So our first assignment was due last night, but many of you are, on assignment 3, 4, 5 or around there, which is fantastic. I love that enthusiasm. Once next week starts, we should really fall into a rhythm. I should get more of a feel for your pace of completing homework assignments and be able to get them back to you within just a couple of days. So that will be good to fall into that rhythm. So the first thing I want to go over was, for those of you who have gotten homework assignments back, you will see that you have a document attached to your grade. So everyone who gets this is how I'm going to be grading homework assignments for the whole semester. You will get an attachment to your grade that you can open up. That's a Microsoft Word document. It will have all the answers for the homework that I typed up. I will highlight anything specifically for you that you got incorrect on your homework. So that will help you see where there may have been some issues. I will explain to you why you got that answer wrong if it's somewhat confusing or I think a further explanation is needed. For instance, if you're confusing independent and dependent variables, I'll kind of explain what I think might be going on here and the difference between the two. So that feedback is really important. I really hope and expect you guys will be reviewing the feedback that I give you on the homework assignments. This is so we can do better in future homework assignments. So if we're learning t-tests, for example, in a couple modules, and I give you feedback on the homework, but we're not reviewing that feedback and we're continuing to make the same mistakes, that's going to hurt your grade and hurt you, obviously, more importantly, hurt you with learning that procedure and that statistical analysis. So please review the feedback. Feel free to email me with any questions about the feedback as well. So if you don't understand why you got something wrong or whatnot, feel free to email me. With the homework, please make sure you're adding in enough detail so I understand what you're trying to say. So whether it's a short answer or statistical analysis calculation, please make sure that you're adding in enough detail so I understand your train of thought. This will be very important because I want to give you guys partial credit. I want to give you guys points, but I also need to understand why you're doing what you're doing. So I'll probably say this again as the semester goes on because you can get partial credit on individual questions, but there needs to be demonstration of how you got to where you're doing. Or if it's a short answer, explain what you're thinking. Sometimes if it's too short or too brief, I don't quite know what you're getting at. So please be detailed. Lastly, you will see that in each module there is a practice exam or practice test before the actual exam. You can earn points on these tests. These are optional. You do not have to turn these in, okay? So you'll notice that they're not in the point scheme for the course. They are optional, but you can earn extra credit. So you can earn up to, there's 6 modules, there's 6 exams. You can earn up to 60 extra points, which is which is equivalent to 6 homework assignments. So that's a really easy way to make up some points or get extra credit. So please note that they're not mandatory, but they are an easy way to get some partial points. You have the answers provided for you, so I won't be grading whether you got the right answer. So, but whether you demonstrate that you are putting in some work there. So please keep that in mind. One more last thing. You will see in the document that's attached to your grade that I do give you the point breakdown for the assignment, and that's in red. So that's what those that's what those numbers are. So some parts of questions are only worth half a point, some worth a fourth of a point, some worth a whole point. It just depends on the difficulty of the question. So I'm not just giving you an arbitrary grade. I am going kind of question by question. So I hope that helps a little bit, explaining some of the homework things and how I'm grading it. Again, I'm very enthusiastic that you guys are motivated and getting right on it. Always feel free to email me with any questions, and you'll be getting a lot of homework assignments back here soon. So, thanks, guys.